Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I would like to tell you about how I learned to speak English without talking to other people. Basically, I'm gonna be giving you tips on how you can develop your speaking skills by yourself. And even though I think a lot of you are really stressing about the fact that you don't have a language partner, guys, don't, because especially at the very beginning, you can totally develop your English without any help from any native speakers or even without talking to anyone. And if you don't believe me, believe other more experienced people. On my channel, I have an interview with Steve Kaufman, who is a very famous polyglot and who knows more than 10 languages. And in this interview, he told me that speaking practice is not the most important thing at the very beginning. At the very beginning, you should just focus on learning as much as you can and just don't worry about speaking at all. Immerse yourself into the language and commit to the journey. So here is my story. Here is how I learned English, how I improved my speaking skills without talking to anyone. The first thing I did was focusing on my foundation. And the foundation of any language is grammar. I know a lot of you guys right now are thinking, no, don't talk about grammar, we don't like grammar. But guys, grammar is important and the basics of grammar are even more important. Obviously here I'm not talking about advanced grammar. You just have to know the basics of grammar, because once you know the basics of grammar, all the other things will be so much easier. All you need is a good intermediate level grammar book, and I personally like this one. I used this book when I was at the intermediate level in English, and it helped me so much. It definitely helped me build a strong foundation in English. And if you want to get it for yourself, make sure to check the link in the description because I have saved it there for you guys. And I have a very exciting announcement for every single one of you guys who likes to draw something on like electronic documents, who likes to have electronic books or textbooks or whatever it is. And I actually want to use the example of this textbook, English Grammar in Use, to show you guys how this tool works. And the tool I'm talking about is called PDFelement. PDFelement is a fast, affordable, and easy way to manage your documents on your phone, on your computer, or online. This leading replacement to Adobe Acrobat is the smartest choice for users of all types who are looking for the most flexible way to edit, convert, annotate, organize, sign, and fill PDF forms and documents at 50% lower price. So now let me get my wonderful computer, open the book I was just talking to you about, and show you guys how I use PDFelement to learn English and memorize new words. So I have just scrolled down to Unit 65, all about using adjectives and prepositions in English. And the first thing that I absolutely love about PDFelement is the fact that I can change colors. I can change the colors of different words. For example, if you feel like you want to memorize the word easy and difficult, right? These two words, you can just click on them and then you can change the text color. For example, I want it to be red. So now it's red. The second thing that I absolutely love is, again, when you're learning different rules, you can use this underline feature and, for example, underline all the words or all the rules you need. Yeah, and now this is underlined. You can use different colors as well. And once you're doing the exercises, obviously, you can add a text box right here and complete this exercise. For example, it was difficult to open the window. The window was difficult to open. The window was difficult to open. And obviously you can change everything about your text. You can change the font, you can change the size and the text color. And for all of you guys who love sticky notes, you can just click on the sticky note icon and then click on your document and add a note. For example, I want to do this exercise later. Done. And now you will have this note saved. Guys, I love PDFelement because it's a lot better than all the other PDF editors we have out there. It works perfectly. You can download the app on your computer, on your phone, or you can use it online. So if you want to try it for yourself, make sure to use the link in the description and download PDFelement and try it out for yourself to work on your documents faster and more efficiently. And now let's talk about my second tip. My second tip is all about talking to your voice assistant. Whatever it is, if it's Google, Siri, Alexa, you know, all of those different voice assistants we have out there. Because no one is gonna think you're weird because you're actually, doing something useful, for example, talking to your voice assistant. And also because this way you will be improving your pronunciation, because if you say words in English in an incorrect way, there's a high chance that Siri will not understand you. And also guys, when I'm bored, I just say, "Hey Siri," all the time.
Here's what I found.
And she immediately talks back to me. "Hey Siri, what's the weather like today?"
Expect some clear skies today.
Cool. "Hey Siri, will I be able to learn English?"
Interesting question.
Interesting question? That's it? I really hope she would say like, "Yeah, Veronica, for sure, you will be." Yeah, here's for a very encouraging pep talk. What is your favorite color?
Software doesn't usually get to choose one, but I'll say pink. What's yours?
Blue. Blue is my favorite color.
Blue is a fascinating color. Only around 8% of people have blue eyes.
Oh my god, that's crazy. What color eyes do you have, Siri?
I don't have eyes.
Oh my god, this is hilarious, guys. This is what I'm talking about. This is so stupid but so funny. Tip number 3 that you can implement, and something that I have done many times and am still doing, is using the voice to text feature on your phone, on your computer, on your tablet. So here's what I mean by that. Every time you want to create a note or every time you want to text someone, instead of doing it manually, instead of opening your phone, opening the note app, you can obviously do that. You can ask Siri to do that, and then once the app is open, you can just click this little microphone icon and talk, and that's it. And this way you will be again working on your speaking, but also you will be doing something actually useful, like creating a note for yourself. So I live in Mexico City right now, and the weather here is absolutely incredible. My mom always sends me pictures from Russia, and it's very, very snowy there. And honestly, I don't really want it to be snowing here in Mexico, and I'm so happy that there's no snow in Mexico City. And also guys, sorry for being so up close, but I have something very important I have to tell you. Recently, I have published a video on my channel, this one, reacting to your pronunciation in English. I asked some of you guys to send me audio messages on my Instagram. And here is the video of me reacting to your pronunciation in English and giving you feedback. So make sure to check it out as well. Okay, I'm gonna go back now. Tip number 4 that I think maybe is not perfect for everyone, but it was perfect for me because I was really desperate, is talking to yourself in English. Or talking to your pets. If you have pets, you can also ask them for help. Why else would you take care of them and feed them if they can't even help you learn English? Duh. So I have this cat here. Here's the cat. And I'm gonna try to talk to my cat because I don't have any pets, like I don't have anything else. I just have a bunch of these cute little kitties. So, I don't know. I guess I can just ask the cat, why you're so happy? And this is weird, guys, but I'm really trying to show you how you can talk to. Obviously, if you have a pet, you can be like, "Oh, like you're so cute. I love you so much. You're my cute little pet. Let's talk about something, like why you're so happy, why you're dancing. Like, do you like reggaeton? Because I do." Veronika jamming to reggaeton. But yeah, basically this is, guys, what you can do. If you feel like it's too weird, don't do this, but it's a good way to practice your speaking. But seriously, if you aren't ready to talk to other people, you can talk to yourself. obviously when no one else is present, when no one else is listening, because we didn't want to sound weird. The reason why I love this tip, the reason why I love talking to myself, because this is how I determine the gaps in my vocabulary. Again, I'm talking about the weather, I'm talking about my computer, my phone, my friends, and then I realized that I don't remember how to say a certain thing. So this is the perfect time for you to Google it, to remember it, to write it down. There's also a very good way to take these conversations you have with yourself to a new level, and this is by recording yourself. You can record your voice by just recording voice memos, or you can also even make videos of yourself. If you're too shy, there's no need to post those videos online, but I do because I'm learning Spanish, so I always share my Spanish journey on Instagram. I always making stories of myself trying to speak Spanish and motivating you guys in this way. But if you're not ready to share it publicly online, don't do that. Just record those videos for yourself. Tip number 5 you can implement is reading out loud. If you love reading, this tip will be especially great for you, because when you read out loud, you're forced to work on your pronunciation. You're forced to work on your intonation, especially when you have to read for different characters. Obviously, you have to do different voices for the story to sound interesting. But what I have noticed is sometimes when people read out loud, they actually lose interest in the story because they're so focused on their pronunciation that they even forget that they're reading, that they actually have to understand the plot line. And guys, please don't. If you want to read out loud, make sure that you're also in tune with the story. You understand what is happening and you're not just mindlessly reading. Somehow, that same Desiree was back, kneeling between her mother and daughter during Sunday Mass. She was as surprised as anyone to realize one morning that she had been home for an entire month. Guys, as you can see, when I'm reading a book, I really try to make sure that I understand the plot, because sometimes when you read, and especially when you try to do different voices and, try to pronounce all the words carefully, you lose the plot line. You lose the sense of what you're actually reading. For me, it's really fun to read the dialogue, especially because I can do different voices. For example, he spent 4 years in prison, a time he leapt over and would never in all his life talk much about. Does that change anything? He asked her. She imagined him in a phone booth somewhere, his boot kicked up on the glass. What would it change? She said. He was quiet a minute, then said, "Oh, I don't know." So see guys, I can practice my acting skills here as well. And tip number 6 is shadowing. I'm a huge fan of shadowing and I have been talking about it a lot on social media. So shadowing is a technique based on watching something or listening to something in your target language, in English for example. When you watch a YouTube video in English, pause it and then try to repeat everything after the speaker. You listen to a sentence, you pause it and try to repeat and obviously mimic their intonation, mimic their pronunciation, try to sound as close to them as possible. And guys, shadowing is definitely something that I attribute the majority of my success to, because it has helped me improve my confidence in English. It has helped me improve my fluency speaking English and just feel like, I can do it, learn new vocabulary and feel like I sound more like a native speaker. So guys, I think these are all the tips to help you speak English, start speaking English even if you have no one to talk to. Make sure to implement all of them and I can promise you that you will improve your English. You will start speaking English more confidently. And also guys, don't forget to check out PDFelement by clicking the link in the description, because it will transform your learning, your working, just everything you do, because their tool is so easy to use. You can sign your documents there, you can do so many different things in just one place. So make sure to use the link below and download PDFelement. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!